Welcome to part number 11 of the Mega Man 03 Hard S-Rank Challenge. Now it's time for the energy facility. Easily, not the most annoying level, no. Twilight Desert was more annoying. But this one was also very annoying. The whole stage, it's mostly dark, which is a problem. You can light it up by using the recoil rod with the thunder chip. However, that just takes too much time, so I just decide, just go for it. And turning on the lights here really doesn't help you that much. All it does, it seems to make those moth enemies go up towards the center near the thing in the ground. So there's really no purpose. I just skip past it and hope for the best. Because this level, it's longer than the average level, which it's really annoying. Especially seeing how I have to get through the whole thing while taking less than 7 points of damage, which I don't do. I don't think I could ever do it. Well, I could, but it would be tough. I think I get a 98 on this level, which at this point in the game I only need 98s. You'll see why in the final level. I'll explain all the math and things like that. But anyways, this level is filled with like 3 mini-bosses. Technically, only one of them is a mini-boss, and that's this one right here. You can only hurt this guy when he's attacking. I strongly recommend you equip the recoil rod for this fight and follow my strategy. When he uses the fire attack, use the recoil rod to bounce off of it and back into the air. You should hit him just fine. And when he uses the ice attack, hide in that little corner on that ledge, and then just jump up and hit it, and you should be okay. Now don't mess up like that. And that happened quite a few times. If you mess up with the timing, you won't bounce off of him correctly, and yeah, it won't work out well for you. And this was the main problem with the stage. Not the main problem, but this was one of many problems in this stage. This mini-boss, it has a lot of health, its attacks are annoying, and to top it off, the room has 3 spinner enemies on it, which you can't defeat. You can only stun them, which is it makes it a whole lot more difficult. Anyways, moving on to the second half of the stage, I believe the rest of the stage is fully lit. There is no dark areas. But instead we have these platform sections. Now with these, you want to stand on the edge of the platform because eventually there's going to be some spikes that come from the ceiling, like right there. And if you're standing in the middle, you are going to die. So obviously you want to stand on the edge. Be prepared with your buster for that final enemy because that fire can hit you if you're not prepared. So just shoot out a bunch of shots and you should be okay. The stage has 2 generator rooms, I'll call them, and you have to push in all of these blocks. I recommend you use the Z-Buster for this and just fire single shots. I found that's the most effective way to push them all in as quickly as possible. And in the second one, those enemies from the volcano stage will reappear. So only kill them if they are going to hit you. Otherwise, just ignore them. They aren't much of a threat anyway. So yeah, this stage took a lot of planning, and it took a lot of attempts to actually complete. I don't have the exact number, but I didn't keep track for this challenge. Normally with challenges like this I do, but I didn't feel like it for this challenge. I don't know why. I didn't feel like it. Anyways, this final room, there's a bunch of conveyors. Just jump up and you should be okay. And you'll make your way to the boss. This stage was like 4.5 minutes long, so much longer than the average stage. Now here's our boss for the stage. It is, I don't remember the name. No, it's Cubit Foxtar. I actually remember this one. I never remember the names of bosses in the Zero series. But this one is Cubit Foxtar. And it is fire-based. It has a whole lot of attacks. Sometimes it'll summon a bunch of fireballs and shoot them at you. Just jump up the walls and stand on the ground to avoid those. Other times it will go in the middle of the room and shoot out 2 waves of fireballs. Stay in the middle of the room to avoid the first one, then jump on the wall to avoid the second one. This attack, it shoots out a bunch of chains of fireballs, and I don't have much advice on this. You just kind of have to memorize where they go and where you're supposed to stand, and you should be okay. It also likes to double jump around the room, which is okay, it doesn't really matter. Just avoid that, dash under it, you should be okay. And its final attack, it'll split into 5 fireballs, and they will dance around the room. Just do what I do, and you should be just fine. When you defeat Cubit Foxtar, you are awarded with the double jump chip, finally. So for the rest of the game, we can now double jump, which is fantastic. It's really helpful, and it makes the remaining stages a whole lot easier. So I get a 99, not a 99, a 98 here, and that's pretty good. Next up is the Snowy Plains, so I will see you guys in part number 12.